Alrighty, the Kugane chapter of the Manderville quests continues with In the Eye of the Hingan, given to us by Shigure, in Kugane, the Ijin district, Kogane Dori, to be more specific, like to the southeast of Kogane Dori. Here we go. Have you heard, Mercy? The Wolf Burglar, for whom we have been searching day and night, has struck again. Word reached me but moments ago. The inspector and his assistant are a step ahead of us, but if we hurry, we may arrive before they begin questioning any witnesses. You will come, will you not? Yes, yes? Then let us brook no further delay and make haste for the Rakuza district. I won't brook your delay. What? I don't know. I don't know anything. I probably should have gone a different direction to get... Yeah. Is what it is. Dumb what I dumb. In the Rakuza district, we find Hildy, Nashu, Akebono, Katsino, Shigure joins us as well. Hildy does a couple poses, ending with him hugging himself again. I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, stand ready to assist any and all who seek redress for crimes dastardly and daring. My keen inspector's sense has led me hither. Speak, my good man, what injustice befell you here? Inspectors? Ah, yes, the Westerners. I remember you, girl. If you are so eager to hear the tale, then I should be glad to tell it, says Akebono. It was him, the Wolf Burglar. Bold as ever, he attempted to steal the finest sword in my collection, the Soboro Sukehiro, in broad daylight. This is the mustached man. By the kami, but you say he attempted? And failed, aye. Little did the fool know I had recently employed a new bodyguard, a peerless samurai worth every koban. So the fiend was unable to abscond with your precious blade. Truly, you are fortunate indeed, Master Akebono. Yet surely this is not the end of it. The Wolf Burglar has his pride. He is not wont to forsake a prize. Master Akebono, I have no doubt that the thief will come for the blade again and again. I pray you permit me to aid your men in protecting this treasure, that we may finally bring this villain to justice. But he shakes his head no. You have spirit, I'll grant you that, but I have no need of additional guards. Yojimbo alone is worth 100 men, if not more. Yojimbo. Master Akebono, I think you underestimate this foe. You try my patience, boy. I have made my decision, and I will not suffer it to be questioned further. Find another way to earn the Sekisugumi's approval. Now then, I have a pressing engagement in Sanjo Hanamachi, to which I have been looking forward all week, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let this business with the Wolf Burglar delay me further. Good night. He turns and walks away. I fear he has let his turn of luck lull him into a false sense of complacency. He should be doubling the guard, or tripling it, if only he would reconsider. If he will not listen to reason, then he must be made to listen to reason. Nashu nods. When in doubt, try again? It's not the most well thought out plan, but for lack of anything better. Alright, let us follow Master Akebono to Sanjo Hanamachi and once more impress upon him the gravity of the situation. The gravity of the situation. I don't think that's gonna go well, but I imagine something is going to happen that will have him seeing a little bit more reason. No, that wasn't a threat. I know nothing. We talked to Akebono's bodyguard, and just a little bit to the northeast of the Bokairo Inn telepoint. Ask all you like, but the answer's still no. There's a very short list of people who get to pass, and none of you lot are on it. I applaud your diligence, I do, but we are here to help. If you would admit us to speak with Master Akebono, that we might convince him to let us stand guard over the Soboro Sukehiro. Ah, so that's your game. Trick the daft doorman into letting you in so you can steal Master Akebono's priceless sword How stupid do you think I am? As if he'd consort with the likes of you lot, not a looker among ye. Really, my mother has told me I'm quite handsome, says Hildy. I'm sure she has. Maybe if he was in the mood for a taiko mochi. Taiko, yeah. Not today, though. Master Akebono made it quite clear that he would only welcome additional entertainers if they were Geico of surpassing beauty, which you're not, so piss off. That went rather poorly. I suppose we have no choice but to resign ourselves to this outcome. Nay, Shigure, I think not, for I have a plan of surpassing beauty, if I do say so myself. Are you acquainted with any Geico, perchance? Well, there is an Okiya nearby whose proprietress may have given me a few odd jobs, but... Wait, what exactly is your plan? All shall become clear in time, my good man. Lead the way to this Okiya. Or Okiya. Let me guess. We won't even be able to tell it's Hildy. We go to the east, around a corner to the north, and all the way to the west again. Hildy is talking to the Okiya proprietress. Cutscene. Nitrous? No, still, don't worry about it. Most humble greetings to you, fairest maiden. I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am given to understand that you are an acquaintance of Shigure here. I've given the hapless fool a handout or two, and now he shows up on my doorstep in the company of Aegean inspectors. I can only assume this means he's yet to find honest work. He's like shocked. Indeed, much to all our chagrin, Shigure is not gainfully employed at present, but that regrettable circumstance is not what brings us to you. Nay, it is a matter of far greater import, a grave injustice, Nash is falling asleep, a grave injustice which must be averted at all costs. To that end, my lady, I would have you clothe my steadfast assistant in your finest kimono. For but a brief time only, you may be assured, it shall be returned to you post-haste. The lady does indeed look to Nashu, who was again falling asleep, standing up, but... Loan you a kimono, just like that? I'm not sure what mischief you inspectors get up to in your line of work, but in ours, a kimono is priceless. No Geico worth her salt would simply let a stranger parade about town in hers. She looks across the four of us. Not for nothing, at least. If you are truly in desperate need of my assistance, then you should be willing to pay for it. Say, 70,000 Eorzean gil? My options are 70? Only 70,000? Hells, my subligar's worth more than that. Or, I, have a gambling problem. Love the horsebirds. Lost my last gil on Queer Rhapsody. I, have a gambling problem. Love the horsebirds. Lost my last gil on Queer Rhapsody. KWEH Rhapsody. There, I know all too well the temptations of the saucer, but worry not, my friend. I am more than capable of paying for this expense. Nashu, pay the woman, he says, arms wide and big smile. With what, Inspector? Your coin purse is empty. He's shocked. What? As of when? Oh dear, this is certainly a fly in the ointment. So, your plan is to disguise Nashu as a Geico that she may enter into the company of Master Akebono and thereby keep watch for the Wolf Burglar? I hesitate to call it one of surpassing beauty, but if it is our best option... Do not even think to say it, my good man. I would never take the money of a down-on-his-luck youth with no job or skills to speak of. He's like a little bit... yeah... Hildy does some like a flailing of the arms and several kind of poses and then points at his brain with both fingers. But of course, it is, as ever, so simple, a means by which we may achieve our end without spending a single coin. In my brief time here, I have come to understand the myriad complexities of Hingan culture. There is a custom by which one may express the fervor of his conviction by shaving every hair from his head. Is there not? Now she turns and walks away. Well, yes, I suppose you have the right of it, but are you willing to go to such lengths to secure a kimono? I'll do the honors, says Nashu. off screen. She is now like clothed and posed as a professional barber with shears in one hand and comb in the other. She looks to Shigure, then to me. I'm like, what? Back to Shigure. Shakes his head no. Hildy's just cheering in the meantime. Looks straight at Hildy, dives in, black screen, a bunch of like little slashing animations. She has like gone through Hildy, and we see her like behind his back in her pose, like she just cut through him kind of thing. Now we have a up close of her. A beauty reborn, says Nashu. He's posing, holding himself, and she has indeed made Shigure bald. My hair, my beautiful flowing locks, what have you done to me? He falls to his knees, his hands, crying. The proprietress is laughing her butt off. That is brilliant, utterly brilliant. I don't think I've laughed so hard in ages. Chin up, Shigure. I dare say she did you a favor. The Sekisugumi might be inclined to take you more seriously now. You can have your kimono, with my thanks. Never mind the gil. The entertainment you've given me is payment enough. My lady, you are a saint. Nashu's like barber outfit is kind of a light purplish tuxedo top, kind of it's wrapped to one side kind of thing. The thighs portion of the pants is yellow. The boots seem to go above the knee. They're black with like a white kind of lacy frill in the middle of them, and then fingerless black gloves. Are you ready, Nashu? Oh, always, Inspector. Wait here, everyone. I'm sure it won't take long to put one of these things on, right? She and the proprietress walk out of scene. Still down on his hands and knees is Shigure. Verily, there is no greater truth than that. There's no greater truth than that if we trust in ourselves and the gods, fate shall conspire to see us succeed. Fate shall conspire to see us succeed. Is this the will of the kami? Says Shigure. Still head down, hands down, knees down. Cutscene goes black and transitions. Shigure is standing now. I'm patting him on the head, saying, There, you'll be okay. I believe I hear them coming. Ta-da! Says Nashu. We all turn. We see her in a, foot-length pink kimono. She's pretty, as usual. My dear Nashu, you look incredible. Wow, actually, yes, you do. You do. She looks every bit the Geico. I cannot fathom that doorman turning her away. I have every inkling, suspicion, whatever, that the Lalafell dude is watching. And we're gonna see him. Oh, there he is. Right? Do I see? Yeah. I see his little hat peeking from behind this corner in his little pink. Yeah. Come, my friends, let us put Nashu's disguise to the proof. We'll start walking in that direction. He kind of hides a little deeper in this corner. We're gonna pass him? He was right here. I wonder. Okay. Just checking. I don't see him. I was wondering if they would like hide him somewhere just for the heck of it, just for fun, you know. But I don't see him anywhere yet. Okay. We're going back to the... Oh, wait. Damn it. Actually, I can jump down, can't I? Yeah, here we go. Okay, talking again to Akebono's bodyguard. Cutscene. The three of them walk up to join me. Say what you will about the rest of us, but you would have to be blind to disparage my stalwart ass. Wait, what? But you would have to be blind to disparage my stalwart ass. Oh, so he's about to say assistant, but he stops with ass. My stalwart ass, that is the lovely Geico Nashu. He reveals her. She walks toward the dude. A Geico, eh? Alright, let's have a look at you. says the bodyguard, gets up close to her. Lewdly kind of looks her over. Oh ho ho, and where has this lovely lass been hiding? Master Akebono's sure to take a shine to you. Alright, the girl may enter, and no one else. He turns and starts to walk inside. Nashu had her hands in front of her, like, clasped together. Huzzah! It worked! Wish me luck, she says, and gives like an arms wide Nashu joy pose. And she walks out of scene. We hear her go inside. Though, is it wise to let her go alone? Ideally, at least Mercy or myself should have accompanied her. No? Says Shigure. Naildy smiles. Oh, Shigure, I did tell you it was a plan of surpassing beauty, did I not? Did I not? Shigure kind of has a look on his face and cocks his head a bit. Cutscene goes black. Transitions. We're looking at a multi-level padoga, and then inside of this room we're Akebono, a couple gals dancing, but like they're in kimonos, they're like fully clothed, busy. We have indeed there's a Yojimbo thing here. Oh, it's actually Yojimbo. Cool. From like Final Fantasy X, and I think I had read when I was playing that game that he appeared in other games as well, but I'm not sure on that. They may have just pulled him specifically for that game from like Japanese lore. I think it was Japanese lore. I don't know. The sword without peer, the Saburo Sukehiro, the Gaiko without peer, Chiyume. Charlie Hiyou Mary E. Chiyume. What fortune that I may enjoy the company of the finest treasures the world has to offer. Their very presence makes the wine taste that much sweeter, says Akebono, sitting at the table with another dude. The dead-eyed miscreant says, I could not agree more, my lord. Alas, whereas you may lay hands upon your magnificent blade at whim, in vain I struggle to navigate the endless labyrinth that is a woman's fickle heart. Well, brunette lady is dancing in her pink and red kimono at another end of the table. That which I desire, I take, as will you when my little project is complete. The miscreant nods to him. Chiyume, come and have a drink with us. Come, come. That's the brunette lady. If my lord insists, I should be glad to partake. I should be glad to partake. She does the little kind of shy Japanese woman walk, like shuffle feet kind of thing. Sits next to him, holds out a cup. He pours the drink in. She drinks from it, or at least pretends to. We shall see. Such a beautiful girl you are, and so skilled a dancer as well. You deserve only the best, and the very best you shall have, if you but give yourself body and soul to me, says the miscreant. I fear my lord's rather admirable perseverance encroaches upon the obsessive. As I am sure I have told you 1,000 times before, I should be glad to entertain one and all with the traditional arts. Stubborn as ever, I see. No matter, in due time you will be mine, one way or another. Gross. Akebono just nods. Begging your pardons, my lords, says Nashu. Off to the side. She has a red fan in front of her face, as the door slides open. Oh, this is a welcome surprise. My lord, did you call for another Gaiko? Never mind. Come, my dear, have a seat, says the miscreant. She throws the fan behind her, dashes to the table, and then sits down and just starts shoving her face full of like sushi and fruits and whatnot. Another voice says, salutations and greetings, my good sirs. Oh no. We see a plump pink kimono and a red fan in front of the face. And the face is full of white makeup with like very red dimples and red lips and red around the eyes. And it's quite obviously Hildy in a pink kimono. What is the meaning of this? I explicitly said I would be receiving no taiko mochi this day, says Akebono, standing up. Far be it from me to judge a man for his pleasures, my lord, but I fear this is a bridge too far for me. Hildy starts doing a hip back and forth kind of dance. Yojimbo is absolutely smitten with him. Such beauty, such grace. Be that as it may, now is not the time. The day after tomorrow, perhaps, after I have had time to recover, but not today, says Akebono. Will my lord not reconsider? Pray allow me one dance to convince you, says Hildy. He runs to center stage, starts shaking his hips and waving the fan about, sometimes popping his mouth open in an O shape. Enough, Yojimbo! Remove this fetching yet belligerent Taikomochi from my sight, says Akebono. Lay hands upon a fair maiden, I will do no such thing, says Yojimbo. Are you defying your master's order? The master has already paid you an unconscionable sum of money for your services. A contemptible master who consorts with lecherous dogs. I agreed to serve only as the sword's protector, not as the executor of your whims, says Yojimbo. Akebono continues kind of sort of trying to argue with him, and we see the Wolf Burglar just kind of slinking along in the background-ish, grabbing the samurai sword. Shigure, myself, and the guard outside come rushing in. Shigure says, "There he is, the Wolf Burglar." Akebono looks over toward the sword, sees the wolf has it in his hand. Tail swishing. Shock. Yojimbo says, "Impossible." At last, the villain reveals himself. We have you now, most wolfish of burglars, says Hildebrand. Runs off. Nashu cheering. Nashu runs off as well. They are back in their normal clothes, doing their normal poses, although Hildy still has the white face makeup with the red cheeks, lips, and eyes. Yes, it was I all along, Hildebrand, master of disguise, inspector of 1,000 faces, defender of justice. Gives his smile with the flashy teeth. I feel so conflicted, says Yojimbo. So, you're not a Taikomochi? Pity that, says Akebono. Bugger me, if it isn't the talking statue. Fancy meeting you here. Come to watch me steal the Saburo Sukahiro, says the wolfman, who jumps up and onto the table in the center. Well, you know how this goes. He has a bomb, or smoke bomb. Don't let him get away, says Shigure. Halt, fiend, says Yojimbo. Hildy goes running toward the wolfman, who is in the process of slamming the bomb down into the table. The table flies up, smoke comes out. We see Shigure, we see Wolfman, we see Yojimbo, we see Hildy, we see Nashu. The table comes back down. It is on the heads of... Well, with the head of Hildy poking through with a couple cups on his eyes. And we see the Wolfman leaping from rooftop to rooftop, getting away. What happened? Says Chiyume. But yeah, the table was on top of the heads of all the men. There you are, my dear. You are unharmed. I would be heartbroken if there were even a single scratch upon my concubine-to-be, says the miscreant. Reaches a hand, touches the shoulder of Chiyune. She judo flips him over her body and into a far wall. He lands on his head after he slides down, like upside down. She gives a couple, hand, whatever, pat. My lord will do well to take greater care where he places his hands, should he wish to keep them. Badass. Shigure's he's got a piece of sushi on his head, the shrimp kind on the rice. He's stood up, by the way. Nashu has one of those wooden boards of several pieces of, looks like salmon and shrimp sushi in one of her hands. Confound it, how does he manage to escape every time? Says Shigure. But rejoice, my friends, for he has failed in his thievery once more. The Saburo Sukahiro remains safe and sound. He indeed is holding a sword in his hands. It's very jagged. You bald imbecile. Look at what you're holding. Does that look even remotely like the Saburo Sukahiro to you? Does it? Does it? Says Akebono. Shigure, eyes were wide open, mouth open a bit, like, oh no. For the record, I'm not actually bald. Be gone from my sight, and do not return until you have found my sword. Sorry for the shakiness. I do the shakiness. Cutscene goes black. Give me just a second, please. Luna, it's just a bus. Gosh, dang it, dog. Shigure will have us turn this quest in, standing next to Yojimbo, Hildy, Nashu. After we went to all that trouble, he still managed to steal the Saburo Sukahiro. I sacrificed my flowing locks for nothing. Though I care increasingly less for Akebono, he is nevertheless a man to be reckoned with. What meager reputation I have will be forfeit if we fail to bring the Wolf Burglar to justice. But we need not pursue him alone. Yojimbo has volunteered his services. Together we may yet redeem ourselves. I think I may know where the thief is headed, too. 1043 Gil, quest complete. There is no extra little movie. That's kind of a first. But myself, Yojimbo, Shigure, Nashu, Hildy, and Gigi, we all thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Woo! Woo! I didn't even do that pose.